What is up, you guys? Josh here, back at it today with a brand new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge review. Now, this is going to be a short review on the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Legacy Lightsaber stand. Now, this is also compatible with the Savi's Workshop stand, so if you do end up buying a Savi's Workshop lightsaber, you can use the Legacy Lightsaber stand with your Savi's Workshop lightsaber. Now, as you guys know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've always been looking for sort of a lightsaber stand that could work with some of my custom lightsaber company lightsabers that I do currently have. Some of the lightsaber stands that are in the market now are not nearly as good as sort of the stands that come from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as well as Disney. So when I saw that this was on sale for about 25 bucks and it was actually made out of metal, I jumped at the chance of purchasing it. I wanted to do a review for you guys on my channel, show you guys what it is and sort of what it's all about, and that is going to be the lightsaber stand that we're reviewing today. Now, on sort of Ultra Sabers and some other company saber stands, they kind of have sort of this plastic sort of material. Sometimes it's in two pieces, sometimes it's in one, sometimes they have ones that glow, sometimes they don't. But I didn't see one that was kind of to my liking, something that I wanted to proudly display my lightsabers on. So I eventually saw this on Shop Disney's website. As you guys know, I live in Minnesota, so it's relatively hard for me to actually go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, either California or Florida. But I did buy this online. It was 25 bucks plus shipping, which I definitely think is a relatively good price considering the fact that some of these other custom saber companies have stands that go upwards of like $10 and stuff like that. And they're made out of cheap plastic. They're not made out of metal, sort of like this one that you see here right now. I will be showing you guys kind of what it looks like without the lightsaber on. Currently, I do have my Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi Legacy lightsaber on that stand, but if you did buy sort of a Savi's Workshop lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge, it will work on that as well as some of the other custom saber companies. Now, what's all in sort of this package as I move my lightsaber off the stand? Well, first you get this really cool base. It looks similar to that of Boba Fett's ship, or at least the profile of it does. It's got sort of that slanted piece that can hold your lightsaber up, which if you have sort of an illuminated sort of LED strip or something like that underneath, it could look really, really good in terms of being on a shelf or a display piece. I think that the lightsabers, especially the legacy lightsabers themselves, are really made for as being sort of display pieces on your shelves, whether that's in the background of your videos, or if it's on sort of, in the background of your sort of media room where you've got sort of all your movie stuff and collectibles and things like that. This is what it's pretty much used for. If you do remove sort of this piece here in the base, you do get this little metal compartment which houses some of the other plastic pieces that hold up the lightsaber. You get like 4 in total, and you can put them all at once if you want to. I just leave the 2 here just because it looks a little bit nicer than having 4 more individual ones on this. Do keep in mind that if you're going to be showing your lightsaber off, do not hold the base while having your lightsaber on because it will fall off. I tried doing that a little while ago, especially yesterday when I was showing somebody sort of the lightsaber stand and sort of what you could do with it, and it almost fell off, but luckily I caught it, and I have relatively good sort of reflexes, so nothing was damaged on this. On the bottom of the stand, I don't know if you can see it, but it does have sort of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge logo right here. It shows you sort of what the display looks like when it has sort of those plastic pieces on it. It also has the $25 stamp of approval from the Shop Disney shop, as well as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. As you guys know, I'm always looking for things that look like they come basically from the Star Wars universe when I'm purchasing my products. I'm looking for stuff that looks like they could come from the set of a Star Wars film, or something that looks relatively in-universe compared to sort of the other stuff that's out there in the market. And this definitely is designed to be sort of that in-universe lightsaber stand that you can probably display sort of a legacy lightsaber or a Galaxy's Edge lightsaber or a custom saber company lightsaber. And especially if you got LEDs to kind of match it, where you can kind of change the different colors and stuff like that depending on the lightsaber that you have or just the mood that you kind of want to be in. I think that could look really, really cool. And especially if you're doing like a fan film and you want to put the legacy lightsaber on the stand, I definitely think that would look really, really cool in terms of doing sort of a lightsaber or a Star Wars fan film in general, just because of the fact that you could display these things and it would look pretty much like it was meant to belong in sort of that Star Wars universe. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Joseph Campbell. I'm a fan of The Hero's Journey, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, as well as The Power of Myth, which all of those books I have done a little bit of reviews for on my channel. So if you want to see my take on sort of The Hero's Journey and stuff like that, definitely check out my other videos. But, that kind of reminds me of Star Wars and sort of that, always trying to overcome, insurmountable odds and stuff like that. And that's one of the things that I really look for, in sort of these products that I'm buying from Galaxy's Edge, is do they kind of remind me of that sort of hero's journey moment that I kind of discovered as a kid, and which led me all through my adulthood, because now I'm starting to collect sort of these lightsabers and stuff like that and going through different custom saber companies. But I would have to say that if you're going to be spending your money on sort of a lightsaber stand, if you really want a lightsaber stand and you haven't gotten one yet, like me, if you waited for a lightsaber stand that you wanted to be proud to sort of own in your collection, I would have to say that this is definitely an A-quality product. I don't see you going wrong with this lightsaber stand. I think it looks relatively cool, even though it's a little bit simple. It's a simple stand for a more civilized age. Is pretty much the sort of quote that Obi-Wan Kenobi likes to use a lot in sort of the original trilogy, and I'm a huge fan of the original trilogy as well as the prequel trilogy. Now I'm going to show you guys what this lightsaber stand looks like with the lightsaber on it. I'm going to be very careful not to drop it in this video, because I do not want to ruin my Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Legacy lightsaber. Now, if you have this on a stand, obviously you're not going to have the fingers and stuff like that in the way, but this is relatively what it looks like when it's placed on the stand, and I think it's a very cool looking sort of saber stand, if I do say so myself. So I think that Shop Disney as well as Galaxy's Edge really nailed it out of the park in terms of the design, the build quality of this metal lightsaber stand. They easily could have done it in plastic, but I don't think plastic would have worked as well as sort of the metal stand and looked as nice as it does. Like I said, it has sort of that Boba Fett ship profile to it, which I think is relatively cool. It does have plastic pieces on it to hold your lightsaber stand, which the only negative I have is these will move if you move them even slightly. I wish they were kind of screwed in so that way you didn't have to put them on every single time that you want to put your lightsaber on sort of the saber stand. But that's a minor gripe overall. Overall, I think that this is definitely something that's worth your money, something that's worth your time if you are the saber enthusiast, as I put this on here without dropping anything. And I think that, if you are a Star Wars fan, if you're a fan of the Star Wars universe, if you are Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in sort of either the California or the Florida location, definitely consider picking up this lightsaber stand. I don't think that you'll be too disappointed by sort of the design and the build quality of the lightsaber stand itself. I definitely do think it's one of the cool products that you can purchase from Shop Disney right now. Obviously, some of the lightsabers are sold out and you can't really find them anymore, which is a little bit disappointing, but hopefully in the future they'll put more lightsabers on there. I have not seen sort of the Skywalker Legacy lightsaber on there, which I definitely want to purchase because it is a Graflex, and I would like to compare that to the Ultra Sabers one that I just bought. I haven't really seen them put on the Mace Windu one, which is another favorite movie character of mine, and I'd really like to own sort of that Legacy lightsaber. So maybe in the future, if they put those on there, I will do some more Legacy lightsaber videos. And as always, guys, if you like this video and you want to see more in the future, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.